So let's start on our mats, on our shins in Virasana, or if this is uncomfortable, you come into an easy pose, Sukhasana. Nice and tall through the crown of the head, just roll the shoulders down the back, nice and long through the back of the neck, slightly tucking the chin into the chest. And soften through the belly as you inhale through the nose. Feel that breath pull from the low belly all the way up to the heart space. Relax the lips, relax the jaw, let the breath escape out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And open mouth, exhale. One more time, big inhale. And open mouth, exhale. Start to connect the palms over your heart center. If you'd like to set an intention for class, a mantra, you'd like to send a little love and light out into the world, maybe dedicate your practice to someone or something, feel free to do that now. Just taking this moment of silence to connect with yourself and something bigger than you. And start to flutter your eyes open. Take a big inhale breath, sweep those arms up towards the sky. Exhale, float the fingertips down to the ground. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, float the hands down to the ground. One more time, big inhale. And open mouth, exhale. And then rock forward onto those hands and knees. I just came to the realization why my headphones weren't working, because I'm probably using the wrong headphones. I'm probably not using my headphones. I'm probably using somebody else's headphones, and that's why they were not working. And then circle around. Maybe my other headphones can miraculously appear so I could use them. I got a head shake, no. And then take your fingertips to the outside of the mat. Start to shift right to left. If you aren't feeling this and you want to walk the insides of the wrists to touch, it'll kind of intensify the stretch here. You can even do some circles. And switch directions with your circles. You can flip the palms up towards you, taking the middle fingers to face one another. Bend and extend through the elbows. Can bend and extend through the fingers, creating a fist on the mat. Maybe start to straighten the elbows a little more and dome out the upper back, seeing if you can keep that fist. And then release, flip the fingertips back towards you. Start to shift the weight back towards the heels, lightly lifting the palms off the mat. Stretching from fingertips all the way up the forearms. Nice. Okay. Bring it back into a neutral position. We're going to come to your seat for me. We're going to do a work that we did on Tuesday. We're going to start in this deer pose. So it's also known as in yoga as a pigeon prep. So what you want to do is you want a 90-degree bend in the front leg and a 90-degree bend in the back leg. Front shin is parallel with the top of the mat. Back shin is parallel with the side of the mat. You get an internal rotation and an external rotation to really open those hips. I want you to sit up nice and tall. Start to actively press down into the ground with both ankles, both knees, both shins, growing up nice and tall. You'll start to maybe feel that opening in your hips. Good. Now from here, you can use your hands on the ground for support. Start to shift towards the middle. So your feet are on the ground, nice and wide. And just do a little windshield wiper, right, left, right, left. Okay. You want to kind of aim the knee for the big toe as you do your windshield wipers. Then we're going to windshield wiper all the way to the back of the mat. I know you might be facing away from me. That's okay. For our pigeon prep on the other side, left shin parallel with the top of the mat. Right shin is parallel with the side of the mat. Actively press the ground away. Press down on the knees. Press down on the ankles. Grow nice and tall like you're trying to gather the energy all the way up through the center of the body, through the top of the head. And then we'll shift back to the center, finding that center position, and just do 4 windshield wipers. 4, 3, 2, 1. Then back to the top of the mat for that pigeon prep or deer pose. This time we're going to shift our chest to face over your right knee, so you're kind of at an angle. With the help of your hands on the ground or not, you're going to lean over that right knee and then pulling the belly in, lift back up to the top. And those go up, down, up, down. Now you want to keep actively pressing that left knee into the ground for 2, 1. Using the help of your hands or not, shift back to the center for windshield wipers. 4, 3, 2, 1. To the back of the mat, finding that left side pigeon prep pose. Shift to face over the left knee, and then we'll go down, up, down, and up. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Back to center. 4 windshield wipers. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Now we're going to take it all the way back to the top for right side pigeon pose, pigeon prep pose. And this time you can do a little lean, or you're going to sit up nice and tall. You're going to start to lift the left leg up off the mat. See if you can tap that left foot up over the top, like you're almost going to do a seated twist, and then take it back to your pigeon prep. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to that center position. 4 windshield wipers. 4. You might start to feel those hips really open now. Maybe these windshield wipers are easier. And then take it to the back of your mat. Find that active pigeon prep. Lift that right knee off the ground. Tap it up over the top. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it back to center. 4 windshield wipers. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, last set. We're going to come into our pigeon prep pose. We'll take the left leg up over the top. Let's take a gentle twist here. Seated twist. So you're going to plant that left foot, reach the right elbow outside that left knee, and we'll begin a twist. Inhale, lengthen through the top of the head. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Now, if this is not quite where you're at yet, you can also just hug the knee into the chest. One more big inhale. And exhale. Now actively press the left foot down into the ground. I'm going to do it sideways so you can see. And you're going to stand all the way up to the top. Good. Then nice and slow, lower your right hip back down to the ground. Press that left foot up, stand up to the top. Good. Lower it back down. 2 more times. Stand and lower. 1 more time. Stand and lower. Good. Swing that left leg back. Bring it to the center. 4 windshield wipers. 4, 3, and last 1. Take it to the back of the mat. We'll just see the twist other side. Right leg up over the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Either hooking the left elbow outside the IT band or pulling the knee into the chest. Take a couple big breaths. Focusing on the exhale here. Good, okay. Last time, then uncurl, press down in the right foot, stand it up to the top. Then nice and slow, lower that left hip all the way down to the ground. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, take it to the center one more time. Last time, windshield wiper those knees. And then take it to the top of your mat. Okay, team. Now with those hips nice and open, let's take the feet forward into a forward fold. We're gonna do a little spinal warm up here. Take this kind of from a Pilates move that I do often. It's called a Pilates rollback. So you're gonna reach forward for the toes, you're gonna round the spine, and you're just gonna roll back one vertebrae at a time. Now there might be a spot where you wanna just kind of collapse onto the mat. I want you to pause in that spot, take a breath, and then see if you can slow it down. Nice. Now from here, walk the feet in towards the hips. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms above the head. Exhale, press the rib cage into the mat. And then start your bridge pose with your hands above your head, lifting those hips, lifting the heart in towards the chin. Then nice and slow, roll down your spine. Once your tailbone is flat on the ground, reach the heels out long. And then start to reach the hands up towards the sky and curl up, exhale to the top. Now try to keep those feet flat on the ground, use that core. Good. Now from here, reach forward, but curl the spine back. And then scoop forward, inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Big circle with the shoulders, open up the arms so that now your fingertips are facing your tushy. Walk the heels back in, reverse tabletop, pull the hips up towards the sky. This will be a big opener in the front of the shoulders, in front of the hips. Really press through those heels. I choose to look down towards my belly button because I find that if I lift my chin, it hurts my neck. So, but it's up to you. If you like your head back, you can do that. Then lower your tushy down to the ground. Reach those heels forward. Reach for those heels one more time. Roll back nice and slow. Keep reaching the heels forward. Then once you get down to the ground, walk the heels in. Inhale, sweep the arms above the head. Exhale, press the back of the rib cage into the mat. And start to lift up into your bridge pose when you're ready. Maybe it's just a little tuck of the tailbone and you're barely lifting off the mat. Maybe you can lift a little bit higher. And then roll it down nice and slow. From here, lengthen the feet back out nice and long. Reach the arms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, roll it up to the top. See if you can keep pressing the heels into the ground as you reach forward. Then once you get to the top, scoop the arms forward like you're doing a very deep forward fold. And then reach the arms up to the sky, lengthen the spine, gaze up towards the hands. Exhale, start to reach the arms back, nice big circle through those shoulders. Find all 360 degrees of those arms and shoulders. Land fingers facing your tushy. Walk the heels in. Start to press through the heels, lift the hips up to the sky for a reverse tabletop. Nice. Now, I want you to scoop the belly and see if you can keep the tushy off the ground and push the tushy past the hands. Then press back up, reverse tabletop. Then lower your tushy back down to the ground. Nice job, team. Reach the feet forward. And we're going to, one more time, go through that again. Roll back nice and slow. We're working in our core. We're warming up our spine. We're working our spine by moving between our round and our arch, just like we would do in a classic cat-cow, but I'm just doing it a little different today. Walk those feet in. Inhale, sweep the arms above the head. Exhale, press the back of the ribcage into the mat. Then when you're ready, you can tuck the tailbone off the mat. And then if you can, lift the hips to the sky. Now, one reason that I'm choosing not to do any supported back bends is because I want us to work on our functional range of motion. Now start to roll back down nice and slow. Good. Walk those feet out and reach those heels forward. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, roll it to the top. Whoop. I need to keep working on that myself. Scoop forward, reach for deep forward fold. Reach the arms up to the sky. Now focus on a big circular arm swing back. A lot of cracks there. A lot of pops in my shoulder. Fingertips facing your tushy. Walk those heels in. Press those hips up to the sky. Open the front of that chest, front of those hips. Extra challenge. Scoop through the belly. Keep the hips off the ground. See if you can sweep those hips back behind the wrists. One more time. Lift the hips up nice and high. Lower those hips down to the ground. Beautiful, team. All right, let's cross the ankles, rock forward onto those hands and knees. All right. Now from here, I want you to find shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. And then I want you to walk those knees a little touch back so they're behind the hips, and you start to engage through the core. Now soften the elbows, pull the elbows in towards your sides. And instead of doing a chaturanga, I want you to lower the forearms down to the ground. Look down at those arms. Make sure the elbows are behind the wrists. And then come back up to the top, tabletop. Tap it down, lift it back up. Good. 5, 4. Good. Now you should kind of feel this move happening right here in your lats. It takes a lot of lat strength to pull those elbows in. 2 and 1. And walk the knees back in. Let's do one more set. See if you can tuck the toes under, do a hovering tabletop. Ready? Lower the forearms down or to hover, but make sure they're behind the wrists. 5, 4. If you didn't feel your lats firing up before, you should feel them here. 2 and 1. Nice. Now walk the feet out into high plank. Shift forward and back a few times. Just wake up those wrists. And then inhale, shift forward, exhale, lift the tailbone to the sky, downward facing dog. Do any little wiggles that you want to do here. Just kind of shake your head out, bend the knees right to left, whatever it is that you need to do here. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Let's sweep the right toes up towards the sky. Find your 3-legged dog for me. Keep those hips squared and shoulders square. Lift the left heel nice and high like you're standing in a high heel. And then press it a little closer to the floor. Let's pull the right knee in towards the chest, finding your plank crunch. Send it back, 3-legged dog. Pull it in. Send it back. This time, pull the knee in, lower the right shin down to the ground. Lift the left heel up off the ground. Start to tent the fingers of the right hand. Maybe float the right hand up off the ground. Nice. Lower the right hand down to the ground. Step the left foot outside the left hand. Pull that left knee in towards the left shoulder. Inhale. Start to drop the belly with the heart like you're doing a cow pose. And then exhale, dome out the back. Inhale, drop the belly with the heart. Maybe that causes you to sink into that hip a little bit more on the left side. Exhale, press the ground away. Now, if you want, you can Move a little bit forward and back with your cat-cow in this lunge position. So go a little bit more under the hip. Follow your own breath. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now kickstand the right leg off the mat. Sweep the right arm up towards the sky. Keep pressing the left knee in towards the left shoulder. Nice. Now from here, we'll take the right hand to the back of the mat. Sweep the left arm up and over. Start to straighten out the left leg. Big side stretch. Maybe challenge your balance. Lift the left toes up off the ground. Okay. Lower the left toes. We'll cartwheel the left hand back inside the left foot. Reorganize yourself, square off hips and shoulders. Lifting the right knee up off the ground, finding your lizard style lunge. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, dome out the back. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Let's start to sweep the left toes back into three-legged dog. Square those hips, square those shoulders. Lift the right heel nice and high like you're standing in a high heel. And then press it a little closer to the floor. Pull the left knee in towards nose, high plank crunch. Send it back, three-legged. Pull the left knee in. Send it back. One more time. Pull that left knee in. Lower the left shin to the ground. Lift the right leg up off the floor. Start to tent the fingers of the left hand. Maybe float the left hand up off the ground. Hold here. Challenge your strength and balance. Okay. And then step the right foot outside right hand. Pull that right knee in towards the right shoulder. Inhale, lift the heart. Arch the back. Exhale, round the spine. Finding kind of this weird cat-cow. Following your own breath. Maybe you start to feel the right hip opening a little bit more. One more set with maybe a little movement. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Good. Now kickstand the left leg off the mat, so towards the right side. Sweep the left arm up towards the sky. Keep pressing the right knee in towards right shoulder. And keep rolling that left rib cage back. Gaze up towards left hand. This is a good prep position if you're working on any sort of binds. Now sweep the left hand towards the back of the mat. And then start to straighten out the right leg. Getting a nice big side stretch here. Maybe challenge your strength and balance. Lift the right toes up off the mat. Nice. Drop that right foot. We'll sweep back to the top of the mat, placing the right hand down, left hand down, square off hips and shoulders. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, find your lizard style lunge. One more set of cat-cow. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, maybe lift the hips and drop the hips. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Sweep the right toes back. Give me that three-legged dog. Beautiful. Step the right foot inside right thumb. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, pad the left knee down. Reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, shift back, half splits. Maybe frame the right foot. Your right leg doesn't have to come all the way straight. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the right knee, lift the back knee off the ground, find your high crescent lunge. Inhale up out of the waist, exhale, sink into that right heel. Good. Now, start to pull the belly in, pull the arms back for your lightning bolt lunge. So your belly stays off the thighs, you're reaching the arms back. and you keep reaching to the top of your head. Good. Now shift the weight forward, pull the left knee into chest, single leg mountain. Step the left foot over the top of the right, then sweep the left arm up and over, big side stretch. Inhale back up to the top. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Option to keep those legs crossed. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Nice. Now step the right foot to the back of the mat. Maybe you're kind of center, but your lunge is going to be kind of crossed because the left foot was off center to start. From here, start to straighten the left leg. So you're kind of doing like a pyramid style pose, but those legs are still crossed. Inhale, lift the heart forward, bend. Exhale, straighten. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Now this time, as you inhale forward, drop the right heel like you're about to do a warrior one or warrior two. And then open up the arms. So you're in this kind of like diagonal warrior two position. Sink into the right leg, Skandasana. Like, okay, Kelly, what are you doing? We're at this weird side angle. I know, it is weird, but that's okay. We'll move into it. Now from here, we're gonna rise back up into a star pose. So you're gonna straighten both legs, inhale. Exhale, heels and toes out, goddess spot. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink one more time, goddess spot. Good. Now I want you to turn the right knee in, and I want you to tap it down to the ground, kind of like you're in your low lunge. And then you're going to straighten the right leg out, sink back in, Skandasana, right leg. Nice. All right, team. We're gonna come to the top of our mat. Right hand comes inside left foot into a twist lunge. And then we're gonna stand at the top of our mat, pull that right knee in towards chest. Step the right foot up over the top. Inhale, lift the left knee into chest. Now we're back into the center of the mat. Set the left foot to the back of the mat, high lunge. Exhale, dome off the upper back, frame the foot. Sweep the right toes back into plank or float the right toes. Chaturanga. Shift forward, up dog or cobra. Roll through the little belly. Downward facing dog. Left toes rise up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Step the left foot in between the thumbs. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, pad the knee. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, send it back, half splits. Inhale, start to shift forward, tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, high crescent lunge. Exhale, pull the arms back, keep the belly off the thighs, lightning bolt lunge. Reach to the top of the head, keep shifting the weight forward. Pull the right knee into the chest, stand all the way to the top, single leg mountain. Step the right foot up over the top. Right arm sweeps up and over. Big side stretch. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, hinge the hips and fold. See if you can keep those legs crossed. Inhale, lift the heart forward. Exhale, fold. Now we're going to take the back leg, which is now your left leg, and we're going to step it back towards the back right corner of your mat or center of the mat. And we're in this kind of cross-legged position because we're opening up through our IT band on the right side. So inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, start to straighten both legs. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, shift back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, shift back. Now, drop the right heel, drop the left heel, open it up in this diagonal warrior two position. Sink into the back left leg, Skandasana. Rise it up, star pose. Still in that diagonal position. Exhale, heels and toes out, box. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink down. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Now, lift the left heel, pivot on that toe, so you're kind of in this low lunge position or double knee bent position. And then you're going to straighten the left leg out, sink into it, Skandasana. Beautiful. Left hand ends up inside the right. Left hand inside right foot, easy twist lunge. And we'll step the left foot behind to the right. Rise it up. And then we'll uncross, pull the right knee into chest, finding the center of your mat. Step the right foot back. High lunge. Exhale, round the spine, frame the foot. Sweep the left toes back into high plank or hover the left toes. Chaturanga. Shoot forward, up dog or cobra. Roll into downward facing dog. Good. Pedal it out, right, left, right, left. And then walk the hands back towards the feet. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, sink the hips down into your Malasana squat at the back of your mat. So I wanted to kind of finish that flow that we played around with on Tuesday. Kind of like moving around the mat in ways that aren't always linear, I think is kind of fun. All right, team. So in your Malasana squat, if you have any trouble getting the heels down, you can prop your tushy up on some blocks. You can roll up your mat and bring the floor up towards the heels by setting your heels on the rolled up mat. And just kind of start to sink the tailbone down and lift the chest up. Maybe as you're sitting here, you notice that your shin muscles are starting to light up a little bit because they're not used to this crouching position. And that's okay. Just take 2 more breaths here. So something that I've been working on a lot in class lately are these like internal hip rotations. I've been doing them in Skandasana. The last couple of days I've been working on them in Goddess, where we go from Goddess to that lunge position and then kind of like float the leg back out to Skandasana. Another way that you can practice these internal rotations is you can do them here in your, like we did seated, but you can do them in Malasana. So you can rotate the knee in towards the big toe. And these are really healthy for the hips. So if you want to try that, you can. You can also do them back seated again. You want to do them seated for another set. So let's try that. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, team. Start to straighten those legs out. Find a forward fold at the back of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Walk those hands back out into plank on the inhale. Exhale, shift back downward facing dog. Let's sweep the right toes up towards the sky. We'll pull the right knee over towards the left tricep and extend the right leg out, bringing the pinky edge side of the right foot towards the mat. See if you can lift the left fingertips up off the mat and challenge yourself here. Nice. And then take the left hand back down. Pull the right knee across and start to sit down into your pigeon pose. Now you've done a lot of warm-up here in your pigeon, or to prep for your pigeon, but if you're not quite there yet, feel free to take your time. Maybe you want to come into that pigeon prep, or you want to use a block or a towel under the right head. Good. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, pull down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, see if you can take the left leg, sweep it up over the top leg. You're going to do a seated twist. Stand up, pressing that left foot into the ground. Right knee in towards the chest. Single leg mountain. Good. Now from here, you can either put the right hand on the ground for support or see if you can do it without. Step the right foot towards the back left corner of your mat in that cross-legged position. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, hands heart center. Keeping those legs in that weird cross-legged position. Hook the right elbow on the outside of the left IT bands. Nice. So it's kind of like a twist lunge, but we're doing it on this diagonal to get even deeper into this IT bands. Working lots of hips this week. Nice. Now, we're gonna uncurl, drop the right heel, open it up for this diagonal warrior two. Sink into the right leg, Skandasana. Maybe this time you can sit your sits bones onto the ground, your tushy onto the ground. Pull the right knee in, open it back up. Tap the right knee down, open it up. One more time. Nice. Now, with the help of your hands or not, stand up into your star pose. Inhale. Exhale, heels and toes out, bodies. Lift your right heel, pull the right knee in like you're doing your double leg bent lunge. Maybe you can tap the knee down. Good. Now, lift back up to the top so it's in a hover. Open it back up into goddess. And then we'll sink back into Skandasana, into that right leg. Right hand cartwheels to inside of left foot. Easy twist lunge. Nice. Okay, step the right foot to the outside of the left foot, so you're in that cross position. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lift the left knee into chest. Now you'll be facing the center of your mat. Beautiful. All right, send it to the back of your mat. High lunge. Exhale, round spine, plank foot. Right toes sweep back. Give me a chaturanga. Shoot forward, up dog or cobra. Roll through the low belly. Down and facing. Left toes rise up towards the sky, three-legged. Pull the left knee to the right triceps across that body. Left foot comes out like you're doing a fallen triangle, but keep the hands squared and shoulders squared. Press that left pinky toe side of the left foot into the ground. Nice. Now, instead of reaching the right arm towards the sky, see if you can reach it forward, lengthen. Nice. Now, right hand comes down, pull left knee to the back of left wrist, find your pigeon. Inhale, grow tall through the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise it back up. Pull the right leg up and over like you're gonna do a seated twist. Plant the right foot, rise to the top, pull left knee into chest. Nice. Now with the help of your hands on the ground or not, step the left foot to the back right corner of your mat. Rise it up into this kind of cross-legged lunge position. Exhale, hands heart center. Twist, left elbow outside right IT band. We're kind of in a twist lunge, but we're getting really deep down the IT band. Uncurl, drop the left heel, open it up for warrior two in this diagonal position. Sink into the left leg, Skandasana. See if you can get all the way down to the ground. Pull the left knee in towards the mat for that internal rotation. Send it back up. 3, 2, and 1. With the help of your hands or not, rise back up, star pose. Toes are going to be facing forward. Exhale, heels and toes out, bows. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the left heel, turn it into that double leg bent lunge. Hover, or maybe do a little tap and hover. Good. As you open the left leg back up, sink into left leg Skandasana. Left hand comes inside, right foot, easy twist lunge. Good. Reach forward, pull the left knee in towards the chest. Good. Step the left foot to the center of the mat, then pull right knee into chest. Now you're in the center top of the mat. Step right foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, round the spine, frame the foot. Left toes float back, plank. Chaturanga. Shoot forward, up dog or cobra. Roll to the low belly. Downward facing dog. Nice job, team. Okay, one more time, we'll add a couple more things in. Right toes rise. Pull the right knee to left tricep. Extend the right leg. Lift the left fingertips off the mat. Now, extra challenge, see if you can pull the left knee towards the left shoulder. Good. Then step the left foot back. Left hand down, pigeon. Pull right knee to the back of the right wrist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, one rolling fold. Inhale, back up to the top. Left foot comes up and over the top for almost a seated twist. Then we're going to stand to the top. Pull the right knee into chest. Okay, now we're going to reverse that. Right foot crosses behind, lower to the right hip, just like we did in our warm-up. Good. Now lift the left toes up, pull it back into that pigeon prep pose. Folds. Good. Wrap the left leg up over the top. Stand it up, right knee to chest. Nice. Send that right leg to the back left corner of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands heart center. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Right elbow outside, left eye T-band. Nice. Uncurl, drop right heel, diagonal warrior two. Sink into right leg, Skandasana. Drop right tushy, drop right knee. Open it back up. One more time, drop the knee, maybe reach forward for the left toes, like you forward fold. Open it back up. Rise to the top when you are ready. Start pose. Exhale, find your goddess. Lift the right heel, turn into that double leg bent lunge. Cover the right knee. Maybe tap it down. Lift it back up. Open it up, straighten the right leg, sink into it, Skandasana. Right hand inside left foot, easy twist. Good. Reach forward, lift the right knee to the chest. Step the right foot to the center of your mat, left knee into chest. Now you're back to the top center of your mat. Step to the back of your mat. High lunge. Exhale, round spine, frame foot. Reach the right toes back. Chaturanga. Shoot forward, up dog or cobra. Roll through the low belly, downward facing. Left toes rise. Sweep the left knee over the right tricep. Extend the left leg. See if you can reach the right arm forward. Extra challenge, pull right knee to right shoulder. Hold. Step the right foot back. Right hand down, left knee behind left wrist. Pigeon. One rolling fold. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale to the top. Right foot steps up and over. Stand it to the top. Left knee to chest. Reverse that. Left foot steps behind. Lower with control, left hip to the ground. Maybe sweep the right foot back into that curtain prep. One more fold. Sweep the right foot forward. Maybe pause for a second. Pull up with the belly. Step the right foot up over the top. Stand at the top of your mat, left knee to chest. Step left foot to the back right corner of your mat for that cross-legged lunge. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, hands heart center. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Left elbow outside, right eye to you. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach back up to the sky. Drop left heel, open it up, warrior two, add a diagonal. Inhale. Exhale, sink into left leg, Skandasana. See if you can drop down to your tushy, internally rotate left knee down to the ground. Take it back up. Take it down to the ground. Reach forward past the right toes, finding almost a forward fold. Bring it back up to the top when you're ready. Open up the knee to the side, press down in the heels, rise into star pose. Exhale, heels and toes out, goddess squat. Lift the left heel, turn into that double leg bent lunge. Maybe do a little tap down to the ground and back up. Open it up, goddess. Start to straighten the left leg and then Skandasana in the left side. Left hand comes inside right foot, easy twist lunge. Sweep the arms forward, reach forward, left knee drives to chest. Set the left foot over the top to the center of the mat. Right knee to chest, now you're at the top center of your mat. Right foot steps back, high crescent. Exhale, round spine, frame foot. Left foot steps back or hovers. Chaturanga. Shoot forward up dog or cobra. Roll through the low belly down facing. Walk the hands back towards the feet. You can either pause in a seated position, shake out those wrists, or come into your Malasana squat.
I know I said cool down, but we'll do like one more set of like active stretches before we do our passive stretches. So I've kind of been talking about this concept of active and passive stretches. And it's because someone was talking to me about it the other day. They were talking about how they do like a lot of like heavy weights and like CrossFit type exercises. And they have like zero flexibility. This is a woman. And I was like, girl, you need to start doing some yoga. She's like, I stretch every day. I get up in the morning and I do 15 to 20 minutes of stretching. I do yoga. And I realized that like my flexibility really started changing when I added more like functional movements and dynamic stretches into my practice. And so that's what I really like to give to my yoga students, is not just like passive stretches. They might not seem so classical yoga to you, and my classes might not seem like a classical yoga class. Some people might not say it's yoga at all, but in my mind, as long as I'm making your body feel better and you feel better in your everyday life, I'm doing the right thing. And these are things that have really worked for me that make my body feel better in my everyday life. So I want to pass that on to you guys. Okay, so let's come forward onto our tummy. Sit there whatever way you want. We'll take our hands underneath our shoulders, fingertips in line with the shoulders, press the tops of the feet into the ground. And then I want you to bring your neck into a neutral position. So your chin's not tucked in, and you're not lifting your chin so much you have wrinkles in the back of the neck. So nice long neck for me. Now I want you to think about lifting the heart up off the ground without making any wrinkles in the back of the neck. Good. Roll the shoulders down the back. Maybe even literally circle the shoulders back a few times. And then we'll do a little right-left head nod. So you're going to exhale, look over the right shoulder. Then half circle the head down to the ground to look over the left shoulder. Look forward and then lower it back down. Inhale, lift the heart up off the mat, lengthen through the top of the head. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. half circle down to the ground, look over the right shoulder. Look forward and lower it back down. Take the left hand straight out from the shoulder, pressing the palm down into the floor. Bend the right knee, left ear to the ground. Let's kickstand the right leg up and over, taking a scorpion twist on the ground. Now, you might feel this in your back, getting a nice spinal twist. You might feel this across your pec. But if you do not feel it across your pec muscle, that means your chest, bring it back to center and then bend the elbow at 90 degrees, but the elbow is still either at shoulder height or a little bit below. And then try the scorpion twist again. You'll definitely start to feel that chest open up here. Now, if you have both arms straight and you want to reach the right hand up and over to reach for the left fingertips, that's another way you can start to increase the stretch through the chest. Take one more breath. And then we'll bring it back to center. Keep the right knee bent. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. And then we'll do one more lift of the chest like we're doing a cobra bend, reaching the right toes towards the back of the head. Maybe even lift the right thigh off the ground, but press the right hip point into the floor. And then lower everything back down. Right hand comes out towards the side, right ear on the ground, bend the left knee, and then we'll kickstand the left leg up and over, getting a nice stretch through the pec. Couple of options, if you're not feeling it through the chest and pec muscle, you can take the left hand up and over, or you can bend the right elbow at 90 degrees, taking the elbow straight off the shoulder or slightly below. And then try your scorpion over. So it should feel like a good twist in the spine, but also that big shoulder opening stretch. Okay, team, one more breath. Bring it back to center. Keep the left knee bent, bring the right hand back under the shoulder. Start to lift the heart forward. And then you can start to pull the left toes towards the back of the head. Maybe even lift the left thigh off the ground, but keep the left hip point into the ground. And then lower it all the way down. Okay, now let's take that left knee and we'll pull it up towards your left shoulder. Good. Now, take your right hand, thread it underneath your left armpit to grab the outside of the left thigh. Sweep the left arm all the way up and over, and now we have a deep twist on the ground. So the goal for this twist is to keep the left knee on the ground and start pulling the left shoulder to the floor, but maybe it won't touch depending on your flexibility. And that's okay. Maybe you'll get another stretch through the front of that left pec muscle. Maybe you have a lot of tension in the low back and you just want to take your left hand and massage out any tension in your back. One more breath, but focus on the exhale. Big exhale out. And then bring it back to center. We'll straighten the left leg out, unwrap that right arm. Then we're gonna pull the right knee in towards the right shoulder. Left hand threads underneath right armpit to grab the outside of the right thigh. Sweep the right arm up and over, big twist on the ground. Keep that right knee anchored. Maybe the right shoulder doesn't touch the ground, and that's okay. Should really feel a good twist through the spine. Maybe opening in that pec muscle one more time. If you have a lot of tension in the low back, you can use that right hand to massage any tension out of the low back, wherever you're feeling it. Nice job, guys. You can start to roll onto your back when you're ready. Maybe readjust back to the center of your mat. And you start to pull both knees into your chest, do some circles, release any tension out of the low back. And start to lift the heels up towards the sky, circle out those ankles. Maybe reach the hands to the sky, circle out those wrists. You come into a happy baby, grab the outsides of the feet, rock side to side. And then take maybe a couple leg straighteners right to left. Reach the feet up to the sky if that feels good. Then bring the bottoms of the feet together, come into a Baddha Konasana. Take the thumbs into the hip creases and start to press the low body away from the upper body to create a little traction on the spine. If there's any other last little stretches that you want to do to complete your practice, feel free to take them here. If you want to hit another set of hip openers, come into a restful pigeon, you can do that. You can take another set of twists on the ground. Those often feel really good. You can do shoulder stand, plow pose. Maybe you want to come up and do one set of headstand, handstands. Maybe there is a back bend calling to you. Feel free to take a couple minutes to just do whatever your body needs to do to feel complete. We did a lot of active hip openers today, so ending with a passive hip opener might feel really nice. And what do I mean by active and passive? So you have your active range of motion and your passive range of motion. And what that means is if you were to come to a standing position and stick your leg out straight as high as you could with no help, it's just like hanging out in the air. That would be like an active range of motion for your hip, right? But if you were to come along and like stick your leg on a bar or a wall, or have someone hold your foot and crank it as high as you can, you would probably have more range of motion, like most people would. That would be your passive range of motion. Now, your passive range of motion is oftentimes what a lot of yoga classes will work on. But when you're in your everyday life, you need functional or active range of motion, because if you trip or you fall or you go down to pick something up and you twist the wrong way, that's when you get injured. So it's just as important to work on your active range of motion as it is your passive range of motion. And I find that when I work on my active range of motion, my passive range of motion often gets better, because it's not just about the flexibility. Active range of motion exercises like we've been practicing today work on flexibility and strength at the same time. When you feel pretty complete, make sure you've done both sides. You can start to find your final resting pose. Legs out straight, feet fall open, hands down by your sides, palms up to the sky. Start to relax that space between your eyebrows. Relax your jaw, your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Start to melt that spot between your shoulder blades into the ground, just allowing the back of your heart to just sink into the earth. Soften your fingers. Soften your belly. Soften your toes. Allow a deep relaxation to fall over your body, like a gentle wave or light is washing over you. Take a couple minutes here. Allow the thoughts that you had to just kind of float away from you. Take a big inhale breath, stretch those arms above the head. When you're ready, you can make your way up to a seated position.